Joan Didion was a prominent American journalist and author who died in 2021 at the age of 87. In the course of a long career, she won the US National Book Award and the Pulitzer Prize, amongst other things, and in 2013 she was awarded the National Humanities Medal by President Obama. In 2006, Everyman brought out a good collected edition of her non-fiction entitled Stories We Tell Ourselves in Order to Live. She's one of those writers who can divide people. In 2018, the cultural critic Maria Bastos wrote, "Didion's work is an unrelenting exercise in class superiority, and it will soon be as unendurable as a minstrel show." For Bastos, Didion was the first lady of neoliberalism, and it was partly thanks to her that the countercultural revolution of the 1960s failed. In Britain, the historian Jules Evans concurred. What marks Didion out is firstly the quality of her writing. She's one of those authors whose personality and subject matter seem wedded to a certain very distinctive literary style. The other is her approach to the world. Didion was by inclination a pessimist about human nature, and what particularly interested her as a writer was time and what it does to people. What it does to people ultimately, of course, is it ages them and it kills them, which is why death is always present, either in the background or more explicitly, in all our best works. Her most famous essay is probably Slouching Towards Bethlehem, in which she documents her visit to the hippie community in Haight-Ashbury in 1967. She's relentlessly negative, but mostly she just describes what she finds, and unless she's lying or badly mistaken, she's entitled to her own evaluation. The hippie phenomenon, like all such phenomena, was a product of its time and place, and any wide-scale movement that can't cope with adverse publicity or criticism, however harsh, is probably premature. In any case, it's not obvious that it didn't implode for internal reasons. For me, her best essay, and probably her most representative, is her 1967 Goodbye to All That. In 1956, she won first prize in an essay competition sponsored by Vogue magazine, as a result of which she was offered a job as a research assistant. She moved to New York, and over the next 7 years until 1964, she ascended the promotional ladder. Over just 9 pages, Goodbye to All That charts her transition from an enthralled young ingenue to a relatively jaded features editor. Underlying all the changes in her attitudes, the world itself seems to be changing, becoming greyer and less magical. It's a very brief ode to mortality, and it features some of her best observational sentences. Didion is, in many ways, a writer's writer, and I do think she's a great writer.